In this video, let's go over the stocks that we are watching for this week to help you guys be prepared for this week. Now, we got a lot of great setups that I want to go over. We got a nice option play. We got a bunch of shares play with amazing risk, true reward. But before I go over and talk about the stocks, we have to take a look at what is going on this week economically. So on Tuesday, we have inflation numbers right before market opens, 1 hour before market opens. So this is during pre-market. We will have the PPI, which is the inflation numbers. So these times are the Eastern time zone, New York time zone. At 10 o'clock, we have Fed Chair Powell speaking. Wednesday, pre-market, we got more inflation numbers with the CPI. Inflation numbers are less of a concern now, since inflation is not really a big of a deal as of right now. Our main concern is what is going on with Fed Chair Powell and what he is going to say. So we have Fed Chair Powell speaking Tuesday as well as next week on Sunday. So those are the 2 days that we have to be careful of, especially with tomorrow what the Fed Chair Powell decides to do. So let's take a look at the SPY. So 2 weeks ago, we got a very nice bounce. This was our last, 2 weeks ago, we had this newsletter on SundayStockTalk.com. We called the absolute bounce, the absolute bottom. We had a very nice bounce, and pretty much we are at all-time highs now again. So this is a major level of resistance right here, which is going to be our all-time highs level. So this is our support, and then we have this resistance going on for the SPY right now. So this is going to be a critical level, especially taking a look at the RSI and how we had a pretty good week. I think it's going to be pretty tough to break this level of support. So expect some pressure right over here before we break out. Now, calls above 524 are going to be good if we start breaking out, but expect some consolidation first. So consolidation like this, expect some consolidation before we break out to the upside for the SPY. So these are our two levels as of right now. We're just sitting at a very tough level of resistance, so just be careful with that. SPY does look kind of unclear right now. We're kind of just hanging in there, and this is giving us not too many great setups. So QQQ also looks really like this. This is a tougher level of resistance, so definitely puts might be a play at 447, just a short daily expiration put to scalp the top off of for QQQ. We can take a look at the RSI, which is approaching higher, but pretty much just like we called it on our weekly newsletter, QQQ bounced, and now we are at the level of resistance. So our first plays, the first big plays, we got a couple shares play, we got an option play on Coinbase, but all of these plays, we're talking about Coinbase, Bitcoin, RIOT, CLSK, all of these 4 plays are related with Bitcoin. So we're taking a look at the Bitcoin chart right now, and we could see that Bitcoin looks amazing. We have this downtrend channel going on the daily time frame, and then on the weekly time frame, we have an amazing cup and handle pattern, which looks just like the gold setup. So gold had a massive cup and handle pattern, but if we take a look at Bitcoin right now, we're setting up with the cup and handle, and then on the daily we have this going on. So there are many ways that we can play this. We can play with shares, we can play with buying the actual ETF, we can play with playing Coinbase options, but in this video I really want to go over that. So we can see that Bitcoin is setting up. We just had the halving like a month ago, 2 months ago. So we have this downtrend channel breakout potentially, but we're taking a look at stocks like, for example, Coinbase. So Coinbase also has this very nice setup. It's getting very tight. We're at the low right here. Option play for a month out is going to be a great call. We're taking a look at previously with Coinbase again. I'm loving this chart. Downtrend breakout past 3 times reminds me of the AMD chart. AMD, a very similar chart to Coinbase. So both Coinbase and AMD have very similar chart. We can take a look at the bigger picture. Again, looks amazing. So we're looking at a downtrend breakout around a 1 month out call for Coinbase, a swing play. So this is going to be a great, especially this being the entry is the perfect entry. Instead of trying to play the breakout to the upside, we can play the support and have the stop loss. So I want to buy in monthly call options right at market open. Make sure to join the Discord if you have not already. But this is going to be one of our first option plays in a while. So that is with Coinbase. Next we have RIOT with RIOT shares. So this was on our newsletter, I believe. This newsletter. So at 9:13. So if you followed the last newsletter, that was over a 36% gain on shares. So instead of playing options on Coinbase, we got a bunch of share plays. Our first stock is RIOT, sitting at a massive level of support. This chart is a lot more appealing than the chart of Bitcoin because we could see that we have this massive level of support. Now this is a Bitcoin mining company. So this is a company that mines a Bitcoin and they profit off of that, which is pretty cool. So the chart is really simple. We're buying the low, and then we're having the stop loss close below on the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame looks absolutely amazing for RIOT. Again, a very simple shares play. It is a $9.50 stock, and we're only really going to risk like 15% max. Okay, 15% max to make at least a 30% just on RIOT shares. So this looks amazing. I want to enter in shares tomorrow right at market open. Next we got CLSK. Okay, CleanSpark, another Bitcoin mining company, but this looks even better. So this is on the daily time frame. Okay, this is on the daily time frame. We have a massive cup. This is my old chart right here, but we can see that we have this massive cup going on here. On the daily time frame, we're looking absolutely amazing. Again, it is all mental, it is all price action. I'm taking a look at CLSK, and $14.61 is an amazing level of support. We can see that we have kept bouncing off of this level for CleanSpark, and we are holding this level. So this is going to be our stop loss if we close below. So buy in shares for CLSK here and then play the potential breakout. Now with CLSK, the shares are moving like absolutely like insanely fast. We're talking about potentially a 68% gain on shares alone. So since our stop loss, if we enter in tomorrow for CleanSpark, again, we're talking about a 15% stop loss max. Okay, we really never broke this level of support on a daily time frame. So 15% stop loss max to make at least a 34%. So a 1 to 2 risk ratio. So I'm really loving CLSK right now. RIOT, Coinbase, all of these are Bitcoin stocks. So next we got a interesting long-term play. As you guys know, on the Discord, we do a bunch of setups. Long term, we do short term, options, day trades, swing trades. We got everything for you guys on the Discord. Okay, so if you guys have not already, make sure to join the Discord and make sure to use the lifetime code 2024 for 50% off lifetime. So I'm taking a look at Warner Bros. I think we're going to make a whole separate video on here, but this is our next long-term play. As you guys know, we had many long-term plays. We had one on Disney where we called the bottom on Disney. We got in shares. We had one on Pfizer, which we are doing and we're holding, and it's looking absolutely amazing. Our previous long-term play was on Macy's, where we played the bounce off Macy's for a 100% play on shares. But Warner Bros. Looks absolutely amazing for long term. It is the lowest that it has ever been. 2008, 2006, this is 2005. So the risk to reward is absolutely amazing. And look at the potential gains on shares. We're talking about 100%, 50% at least on gain. And we're just talking about shares, no options. It is a $8 $6 stock. This setup looks absolutely amazing. We have been absolutely killing on our shares play. As you guys remember, BLNK, we had ALCC on the Discord. That was an exclusive Discord play. We had many other shares play, and shares, especially for small accounts, you don't want to risk too much, you don't want to play options, are an incredible setup, and we really got the best play. So Warner Bros, and you guys know Warner Bros, they're like Disney, and then we got Warner Bros. So the chart looks absolutely amazing. Just buying the low, the RSI looks great. Again, simply just buying the low, like it's not much to be said. I'll probably make a whole separate video on Warner Bros. So next we have Nike. If you have not already entered, last time to enter in on Nike shares. So Nike absolutely looks amazing. We made a whole video on this, but the reasons that I added it on the list again for this week is because we have another setup. We are actually forming a nice symmetrical triangle here for Nike, and then we have this gap to the upside. So I'm thinking about doing a shares 1 month, 2 months out, maybe until June expiration, to play the earnings run up. But I'm loving the chart on Nike, especially for shares. If you have not already, we're in long-term shares. The play is absolutely amazing. So our next play is UPS call options. So we're taking a look at a potential swing right here. So we can see that UPS had a pretty bad downfall, but on the weekly and on the daily time frame, we have this ascending triangle. Okay, we have this ascending triangle going on for UPS. So we're taking a look at UPS right now. The best entry is going to be the entry at the level of support. So I'm still going to be kind of waiting for UPS to potentially drop to the level of support. But we can see that we have a massive resistance at $160 for UPS. So I'll be updating you guys on the Discord. Next, we got a play on Ford. The Ford chart looks absolutely amazing. We have this downtrend breakout going on. It is a nice $12 stock. We have this level of support, so potentially to play the breakout to the upside. Call options are dirt cheap on Ford, but I'm loving this potentially a downtrend breakout on Ford. So I'm also watching that for this week. So next we got Boeing. Now Boeing looks very good, very interesting. So the thing with Boeing is, again, we had this level of support where we did play a couple times. We had a lot of 100% gains, and then eventually it broke out to the downside because we did have some negative news. But now we have this next level of support at 175, and we could see that that was a previous level of resistance right here. The RSI doesn't look too good, but the overall idea is having that stop loss below 175 and really just playing the bounce off the level of support of 175. So this is what I'm looking at for Boeing. It's setting up for a potential option play, but we really need to respect this level of support. Next, we got ROKU. Okay, another great shares play. Okay, this play looks absolutely incredible. Okay, we're taking a look at the weekly and the daily time frame. The RSI looks good. We can see that the stock is beaten down. It is one of those plays where we are buying the low of the support. So buy low, sell high. So look at this right here. We got the support at $55. Okay, this is going to be our stop loss. So this is where we want to buy, that we want to sell when we start going up. Many other plays like we had on Roblox, like we had on SoFi. Okay, these channel trades where we play the bounce off the level of support. So taking a look at ROKU, we have this level of support at $55. I just need another drop, and then I'm taking a look at potentially a 1 month out call option play or just shares. Okay, we got a bunch of share plays, but a small move like this is an easy 20% on shares for ROKU. Last, we got ENPH. I'm taking a look at a call option play. We played this previously on the Discord. We bought calls off the level of support of the symmetrical triangle, or it was a ascending triangle back in the day. But we're taking a look at end phase. We broke a massive level of support, and we kind of have this triangle going on. Now we can also short this to the downside if we want to grab puts, but the idea is that we are getting extremely tight, and we are setting up for a move. So I'm definitely watching it this week. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like if you guys had found value. But overall, see you guys later, and take care. See you guys in the Discord.